Okay, not to be nosy, but hold on. Jnr Choi, wait, with 3 phones?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Why do you have 3 phones?
How many do you have?
1, and it's exhausting.
1.
3?
Right.
Okay, there's got to be a reason why you have 3 phones.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one of them has a UK number.
Okay.
2 of them have US numbers, and then one gets real hectic on work, so I just leave that there. One's like some fun, you know.
Some fun.
Some fun, and then I've got one just for my family because it can get hectic.
Really?
Yeah. It can get hectic, and then you can just find yourself ignoring your mum and stuff. It's just like,
and that's not gonna fly with mom.
Nah.
That's not gonna work.
That doesn't sit well with me, you know.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Are you close to your family?
Yeah, for sure. I was just on the phone with my mom just now.
Oh my gosh! Wait, so how often do you talk to your mom?
Every day.
I wish I was like that. Have you always been that way?
Nah. It's only since like I'm really, really just busy to the point where it's like if I don't make the efforts, we won't speak to each other for like a couple of weeks. So I'm making the
you make the effort. But how did you know to do this? Like, at what point did you realize? Because you said you weren't always like that, right?
I've been terrible. I was like, you wouldn't know what city I'm in type. And then I was just, after just, I don't know, really just deep in like, life is short. Like, we need to make sure every day is, you know.
When did that kick in for you though? I'm so curious.
The start of the year. Yeah.
Really?
Start of the year when I was like, okay, cool. It's like, it's game time. Let's go.
Did she hint to you at all? Like, hey.
Nah, she's been hinting. She's been hinting for years. Like, yo.
And does she like this now that you're making an effort to call her?
Yeah. And I've noticed like a relationship difference between us two now.
Really?
We're much closer. Yeah.
Why do you feel like you two are much closer now?
Just because like, she's almost my check-in, so almost every morning or something, I'll wake up and just call her, and then it's like we just check in on each other. I know more about her life. She knows more about like the days and the day-to-days, the ins and outs. She knows more, you know.
Is she always worried about you?
Yeah, I guess.
Like
as a
all
mother,
moms out there, most moms, right?
As a mother, but she's cool. She's chill.
How does she feel about your career right now? A lot is happening for you. You're making it happen, obviously. Like, how's she taking it?
Good. She's like my number 1 fan for real. So she's just taking it all in, like 100%. She watches like every video. She's like, she knows more than I do.
Does she?
Yeah. She'll be like, oh, I saw this picture of you and you, and I was like, who? Where?
Yeah.
She sent me it like from like someone else's story.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
do you like that, or do you feel like, oh my gosh, one of these days she's gonna see something?
I'm gonna just let her be her, you know. Just whatever happens.
That is so sweet. Does she share what her worries are over for you? You know, because the music industry is the entertainment industry, which it could be a lot. Things happen all the time. Does she have concerns? Is she ever giving you advice like, son, you know, make sure you're drinking your green juice? Like, does she share any of her advice or hopes for you?
She touches on them, but she knows that, like, she knows how I am. So she wouldn't say too much. She'll just let it happen.
So she's not really worried about you.
Nah, she knows I'm good.
She's done a good job with you throughout the years. So she's set. She feels confident with you.
Right.
Okay, so how did she first react to the success behind To the Moon?
It was exciting because she was like, the people closest to me, they kind of almost knew it was going to happen.
Really?
Yeah, so it was like her and stuff. It was just like, oh, this is, you know, finally, let's happy, finally.
Right.
And she was super proud, and, you know, to be able to like bring upon the family and stuff. And it's just, yeah, it was good vibes.
Did it feel, I don't know, surreal as the success took off with the song? You know what? Did you expect the song to do that well?
No, I didn't expect it. Nah.
Really?
No. Yeah, no. It was definitely surprising. Like, I knew it was going to do well, but I didn't know how well it was going to be. I didn't know it was going to be this big.
At what point did you realize, oh, this song is taking off?
When I just saw all the TikToks and Reels and stuff, when I'm seeing it and hearing it without like you playing it, or without just walking down the street, or someone's playing it in a car, like, I was like, oh, this is beyond my control. Like, this is out here.
Do you feel, you know, because sometimes people look at songs that take off on TikTok, you know, sometimes people have different feedback about it being you know, using the platform of TikTok. But I saw that you had posted about how appreciative you were that it was doing well on TikTok. You don't look at it as a negative aspect.
No, for sure not. Because, I mean, it's just almost like brought a load of whole new people into the rest of the music that I had.
Right.
And getting them excited for the music that's about to come too. So
Right.
I only see positives in it. Yeah.
Right.
It's a
Because,
beautiful
yeah,
thing.
because I feel like sometimes people are just like, oh, it took off on TikTok. And not, I don't want to say they want to discredit it, but it kind of, sometimes it feels like that.
People like to say negative things all the time. That's just how they get their food off of.
How do you, I guess, put that to the side? How do you deal with criticism and feedback? Do you set up boundaries on your phone? Well, you have 3 phones, but do you, at times where you feel like, okay, it's getting a lot, do you disconnect from social media? What do you do to protect your space?
I mean, I'd never really take it personally anyway. Everyone's opinions are, for them. I'm never going to let it reflect on me. But more time, I don't actually see much. I don't really look through comments. I don't really scroll through social media like on a day-to-day, 24/7 basis. So overall, I don't actually see a lot of the comments that are like in those ways. And if I do, I'll just blur it out. It's like, if that's what out of the 1,000 positive comments, there'll be one negative comment that will make you feel a type of way. So it's just like, ignore all that. Just appreciate what's there. And then if there's something negative that's like, oh, maybe they're right, could use that. If not, then it's on some neggy stuff that's just like, oh, whatever, then just brush it.
How did you learn this? Because, sometimes it takes a while for somebody to have that moment to realize, okay, I got to distance myself from that. Especially as an artist, for you, you care about your work. You care about your art. How are you able to, I don't know, not feel a certain way when you see feedback or criticism? You know what I mean? Because it could be a lot, social media. And a lot of people, sometimes we could have 1,000 positive comments, and then it'd be that one negative, and it just throws your whole day off. So what did you do to, get over that?
I think it's more just my understanding of people. Like, I just understand, like, I'm good at understanding perspectives. So it's like, if I see something negative like that, maybe they had a bad day, maybe that's just their thing. There's quite a lot of people on social media that just have like burner accounts just to hate. They're going through something, whether they want to admit it or not.
Right. Okay.
There's also a lot of people that will just say things without actually having like any knowledge, and then like you respond, and then it's like a whole flip. It's like, oh, my bad. Like, it's like, it's not worth the energy.
Right.
Getting into it, unless it's like a face-to-face conversation where you actually want to give some vital criticism.
Sure.
Then I'm not,
Otherwise, you can't entertain it because it's so draining at times.
It's draining, and it's not a solid thing. It's like, it hasn't really got much substance to it.
Would you say you like social media? Are you neutral about it? What are your vibes on it? I always have this conversation. It's like there's good and there's negative, right? How do you feel about it?
I think it's really good for, I don't know, texting. That's more my thing. I just speak to people on Instagram and stuff. That's like my, yo, where you at? If I haven't got your number, but it can be toxic.
Right.
It's quite addicting.
Oh, for sure.
Like 90%.
Do you ever catch yourself on an app just refreshing it for no reason?
Yeah, 100%. That's what I used to, and now it's like, nah.
You've gotten better?
I've gotten out of that completely.
Oh no, I'm addicted.
Yeah.
I think I'm still like in it. No.
You have to keep catching yourself, and then you're just like, oh wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then like actually actively doing something else. Just being like, let me just do something else. That's positive,
What do you do when you find yourself going down this rabbit hole? What do you do to get your attention elsewhere?
Most time I have like a list of things I need to do every day. So I'll just go back and look at that list. Like, what needs to be done that's productive here?
Right.
'Cause scrolling through people's lives is not my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a to-do list. You're on track right now.
100%.
I love this focus.
It's been here though, a couple years.
Are you sharpening your skills more when it comes to focus? Like, have you noticed that you've even, I don't know, narrowed in so much more on your music? Like, where do you think you are now? Because, where you were a couple years ago, you might have been distracted a little bit, but right now, where you're at, how laser focused are you?
I am, I'm living and breathing this right now. So it's like 100% focus. There's nothing else I'm really thinking about.
No relationship, nothing?
Nah.
Really? Do you even care for that right now?
Yeah, it would be a vibe.
It'd be a vibe.
It would be a vibe. I don't know.
But it's all about your work right now.
Yeah, it's about work. It is. And it's got to be something where another person would have to understand that too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be about them too, but like they need to be able to really come along and just like
Do you
take it
feel
in.
though it's gonna be so much pressure to follow up to the moon? Because it's such a massive song.
I feel you.
Do you feel like you're gonna? I don't want you to put pressure on yourself, but do you feel
I
like you
can't.
have pressure on you?
10%.
10%.
Yeah.
That's low.
If I hadn't already made so much music and it wasn't so easy, then I'd definitely feel a lot of pressure. But I make music all the time, so as the bank is full,
Right.
and we've got like the next 5 ready, so we're good.
So you're not worried about the follow up.
No, because the plan's always going to be the same. The plan was the same before the release, you know. So it's just there's things that happen like this that just go, oh, okay,
it worked.
Yeah, this works. But you know, you just keep on sticking to the plan, and then you never really lose that sense of what do I have to do to please and no.
Right.
It's like it's greater than that, you know.
To the Moon. When I was reading online, it was a Billboard article about you wanting to sample the song from Bruno Mars. Obviously, it got cleared. You wrote a letter to him to get it cleared?
I did actually write a letter to yeah, I did that. Yeah, forgot I did that. But yeah, there was a letter that was written to that was like, you know, like from a personal, rather than just like, you know, the label, everyone above, like it just might just become too, what do you call it, like too businessy.
Right,
like,
yeah.
You know, coming from me too, like, yeah.
And did he actually receive it and respond to you?
I'm not sure, but it got cleared.
But it got cleared. That's all you know. That's all we needed.
Yeah, he was always good. I think he was always good. I think the whole clearing process it was to do with a lot of other stuff. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Industry people.
It's an industry, right? Yeah. It's the music business. It's an industry. Yeah. So the best thing is to be personal,
right?
And then it happened. Wow, this is good. I like this. How did you know you wanted to sample it? Were you just listening to the song one day on your own?
It was sent to me like that. The beat was sent to me like that. Yeah, so I didn't even pick up on it. It was like a Bruno Mars sample for a while until it was dropped. I was like, oh, whoa. My boy was like, yeah, like, did you get the sample cleared? I was like, nah. he's like, you should. I was like, how do you do that?
Thanks for setting me up.
But nah, I mean, it's all just part of the story. It's a vibe.
That's awesome. Have you had a chance to run into him yet or see him? Not yet?
Not yet.
I'm curious what the conversation will be like.
In due time. I met one of the writers. He was really happy. Like, he was like,
of course.
Vibe with what you do with it, you know. We met in LA. It was like, good vibes.
Is there anybody that hit you up that wanted to remix it that you were surprised about?
That I was surprised about. No, there was a few people that hit me up.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
But did you expect that? You know?
As it was picking up, I was like, I just knew to expect there are going to be some people that are like, all right, cool, this is a great song that I could jump on and, you know, eat off of. But like, I would like to. My thing was always keeping it organic.
Right.
You know, whoever we choose or whoever is jumping on a remix feature, whatever, is like someone I would actually choose, not just oh yeah, you should.
Right.
You know, or like, well, how about this? It's like.
Do you have I don't want to say favorite because then you don't want anyone else to feel left out. But was there one? I don't know. Was there a remix that you liked?
For sure. Yeah, the Gunna one.
The Gunna one.
Yeah, that's my favorite. 100%.
I like this.
Yeah, that was 100%. That was good vibe.
How did that come about?
So we was in Atlanta, and my A&R was real close with his team. It was just like he had the song, loved it, and was just jumped straight on. It was fast, like it was real. Even I was kind of like, whoa, okay, this is happening.
I think that's the best, right? I'm sure for you as an artist that, or like when it's organic and somebody really likes something, they get it done. Right,
100%. I mean, that's my main thing. To always keep things organic. I never want to, you know, just pay someone off to
or anything. Yeah, no, it's
not authentic.
Yeah, for sure. How long did it take for you to put the song together initially?
15 minutes.
15. Yeah. Is that please? I mean, you know, is that normal? It doesn't sound normal. It sounds really fast.
It's really fast. I do make music really quickly though. Yeah, I mean.
So 15 minutes is just like regular for you to create a song?
30. Wow. 45. Yeah, depending on how into I really am, but like, you know, it depends on whether it's a story or whether it's like I'm a creative vibe, and this was a vibe. So it was like, what's just coming out of me? What would I like to hear?
So probably, tell me if I'm right. You heard the beat and you already knew. You were already moved, like inspired by it, and you already knew, or did it take you a couple times?
No, the next one of the next releases, I was like that. Like I'm like, this beat is ridiculous. Like I need this right now. Boom, I'm on it. But in that one particular, I'd never really jumped on drill beats. So I wasn't really a fan of like, or me personally, like to jump on a drill beat in the same way everyone else jumps on it. It's quite, it's not. I'd say mine's a lot smoother, a lot more Afro infused rather than aggressive, etc. So I heard the beat and I was like, okay, cool. This is a drill beat that if I'm gonna do it my own way. And then that was how I got into that. That's how I recorded that one.
Who was the first person that heard it when you completed it?
My boy Marker, he was with me. He was like, it's funny, he was literally like, wow, like, look at that. You did that in 15 minutes and watch that be a hit. Like, I remember him saying that.
And you were like, nah, it's fine.
And I was just like, no.
And then he was right.
He was actually right.
So does he always throw it in your face like, I'm always right and you're always wrong?
He brings it up. He's like, do you remember when I told you that it's going to be the one? It's going to be one of them ones.
He's on to something,
It's going to be one of them ones. Yeah, he's hard, man. He is.
So tell me more about the music right now. Is it just you locked in the studio? How are you picking, selecting songs? What do you want to do now? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
is there a process that you have as an artist?
For sure. So the way that my plan and like my love and passion for the making music was making it in seasons. I like to make a lot of like Afro, R&B and stuff in the summer. And then when it gets to colder sides of the year, it's like, the more trap, the more like energy, jumpy. And so right now, To the Moon kind of came when I was making like the winter stuff. And then the whole of this year, I've been making summer stuff. We've been going to Miami, we've been in LA, and all these places in the States, just like collaborating with people. And it's just all been like summer infused. And then I kind of wanted to bridge the gap between the summer and like the drill vibes. So I've almost created like this Afro drill kind of thing. And we're gonna be hearing a lot of this year. And then, yeah.
Where do you like, I mean, not to put you on the spot, but do you enjoy New York, Miami, LA more? Where?
Everyone has its own, everything has its own.
Wow, being politically correct. Let's see how it is right
now.
Because we're in New York.
Yeah, no, we're in New York. New York, I love New York for the culture. Like, I love the people here.
Yeah.
Everyone's real. It's like real, just, let's get to it. Like, it's straightforward. It makes sense. Like, I find it sexy here.
I like this. Okay.
And then Miami's Miami.
Right, Miami's a
lot. Miami's a lot.
Right.
you need a week off after Miami. Atlanta, I love Atlanta. It felt so homely. Everyone was so like kind. Like everyone just felt like very warming. As DC also felt that way. That was a vibe. LA was different. Yeah.
Different?
It was great for work. I liked the work there. Maybe I didn't really mingle too much, but the work great there. It was great. Like all the people are so talented and just like know what they're doing. It's cool.
What about the work out there was good?
Just how talented everyone really is. From engineers to producers to like when they want to work, they really get it done. It's just like there's a synergy that just everyone's just on the same level. It's really cool.
I'm sure when you're out in LA, because I've always heard different feedback about Hollywood and this, but I mean, if you're out there for work, that's what you're going to be surrounded by.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you ever get to do anything more than just work when you go to the different places that you've traveled to? Like, do you actually take the time to do touristy things?
That's what I wish I could. I haven't really got much time for that.
Yeah. And I don't feel like maybe, do you even want to right now? Because you seem so laser focused.
It would be cool to just hop in and out.
Yeah.
But like, nah, cool. We're good.
It's about the music. It's about the work.
I'll have some playtime later.
Okay.
We still have playtime.
Right. Yeah, of course. Where's home for you?
Gambia.
Wow. Okay.
West Africa.
Tell me, I want to hear about, I don't know, your favorite memory or favorite thing to do when you go back home.
I have so many, honestly.
What's the one thing you got to do when you get back home?
I have to go to the beach and just sit for like 6 hours.
6 hours?
And just sit the whole day.
And just look at the waves and just be at peace?
Just really just love nature. For real. It's like, it's a whole different, being around so many buildings all the time, it's just, you can get to like.
That sounds amazing.
You forget what Earth is like, Forget the beauty of the world.
That's so amazing. Do you just listen to the waves? Are you
read a book?
Read a book.
Bring a speaker. Just have your whole day there, honestly, like from food and drinks to just you'll meet so many people, just see some animals, just ride some horses.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
it's so peaceful. It just sounds very peaceful.
It is. Everyone's just content. Everyone's real content over there. It's just like, what more could you ask for?
Do you have a big family back home?
Huge.
Do they know about everything you're doing and the success that you have?
Yeah. They see me.
Do they even care though, or are they just like,
nah, they're loving it.
Anyways,
they're loving it. They're loving it. They're like, this is amazing. Yeah. My auntie's real supporting me right now. She's organizing. She works in the media over there, so she's organizing some like 3 shows we're gonna do in the end of the year.
Oh,
some stuff we're gonna do like back
that's
home.
Amazing. That's exciting. That's something to definitely look forward to, right?
This year's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be a big year.
We did Summer Jam yesterday.
Listen, it was Summer Jam's amazing. How was it for you? How was that experience?
Amazing. Honestly, it's an honor to be from where I am and just be out here.
At Summer
with the big
Jam.
bags, with the big bags.
I mean, Summer Jam is Summer Jam. It's the most legendary show. And, I'm so happy to, I love music so much. So to see a lot of festivals that have come after, but knowing that Summer Jam is the original is really a beautiful thing. But it just shows the power of music spreading and growing in different ways.
For sure.
Did you have a chance to check out the rest of Summer Jam, or did you have to run out after your performance?
Oh no, I was chilling.
Were there any standout moments to you that you enjoyed?
I love seeing Dirk and Lil Baby, because one of my boys, you never seen him before.
How was it?
He's like a number 1 fan. So watching his reaction to them performing was lit.
Was he hyped?
Yeah. Every word. Every word.
That's exciting.
I was too.
Were you? I was going to say, what about you?
Too. Yeah, 100%. It was inspiration.
Oh. Were you, when you're watching other artists, are you watching their stage, presence? Are you watching their mic control?
Yeah.
Or are you there as a fan to just enjoy it?
A bit of both.
A little bit of both,
but more observing on wow, I saw that. Like I know how it's supposed to be exactly where he is.
Right.
And I'm seeing how he deals with the situation.
Right.
And you hear certain things, and certain people would just be like, oh, see how they deal with it, and it's cool. Different techniques, all of that. There's a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Any performances that really stood out to you in general throughout the years that you're just like, I remember watching this person and it was really inspirational. They did X, Y, Z. Or maybe it's not even someone that you saw in person. It could be even someone that you saw that on YouTube or whatever.
It's definitely a lot of people. Definitely. Travis was huge. I remember watching him one time and then watching something that I did, and I was like, oh wow, it's quite similar. Like the energy wise, just letting go and just really it's a whole nother person there.
Connecting in a different way.
Yeah. It's that getting into that switch where it's almost not even you performing. I started doing that without even realizing I was doing that. And then I watched a lot of people perform and I was like, oh, it's a thing.
What do you tell yourself before you get on stage? You have a ritual? Do you do anything to get you ready for that moment?
Nah.
No?
I just got the mic and run out.
And then just run out.
Run out. And it just starts to click.
And it
just starts to click.
Have you ever been nervous and you just felt like, oh my gosh, I'm going to throw up?
No, not throw up.
No throw up. Nothing wild like that happened
100% nervous, but then I've just learned to change my nervous feeling into something positive.
Yeah.
Because you can really make it whatever you want. My nervous is oh, this is a big deal.
Right.
This is going to be good. Rather than oh, you shouldn't do this or run away. It's
right.
No, this is going to be great. This means this is something that's going to change the path of your life in a positive light.
You have a positive outlook
100%.
on it.
Yeah.
I've heard people say they remember early on in their career, they've either thrown up, they had to use the restroom, they got so nervous. But I understand it's a lot of nerves.
Yeah, it can be.
It's a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
You're seeing everything, you're hearing it, you're next. It's well, I have to do that. What if I fall? What if I fall?
Yeah, what if this happens?
I mean, I'm kind of used to being in front of a lot of people all the time anyway, just modeling. So runways used to be a load of cameras, a load of people, just don't mess up.
I want to talk about your modeling career.
For sure.
What checks are better, music checks or modeling checks?
Music checks.
Music checks.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you enjoy modeling?
Yeah, I loved it.
Did you, I have a question because I have no idea. I've never modeled, never been to World. But do you get to keep all the clothes that you model in or no?
If you say the right things to the right people. Yeah, for sure. So, there's a way around it. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And now with people that you've worked with before, I mean, do you have the hookup on clothes, like on
Mm.
fashion?
Mm.
Wow,
I
my
kept contact with
bad.
a lot of designers, yeah. But
My
we just
bad.
became friends well whilst we was doing it. And now it's like, oh, yo, like, congrats. Like, anything you need, let me know.
Are they sending you boxes of things?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So you're good then.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Okay.
good. I mean, I'm still buying a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I don't really like asking for stuff. So I'm really shopping all the time. And it's also just a bad habit.
Shopping?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I get
see.
bored. I'm just like, what do I do? Let me shop.
Do you do online shopping or do you like to go in person
I like to
shopping?
go in person.
This is great.
Mm.
You're so different than me. Like
Really?
me, I'm all about online
Yeah,
shopping. Like, please
the
click,
takeout,
click,
the
click,
online
click.
shopping.
So when you come to New York, I'm sure you're going out and about and
Yeah.
shopping a little bit, right?
Yeah, me and Flo are going shopping tomorrow for sure.
So are you spending a whole day shopping or?
It'll be the biggest part of the day for sure. Yeah. It'll be like, and it's just annoying because it's always the same thing. But yeah, we'll just be in and out of 4 or 5 places, go get some food.
And then just keep on shopping. What was it that made you want to get into modeling?
Nothing made me want to get into it. It was more, firstly, a lot of people were saying that I should do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was kind of just like, let me test out the waters. Let me see what it's really like. I went into a few agencies with a friend and they all said no. And then that's kind of what made me want to do it.
Really?
The rejection. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean no? So then I just done my research, made some amendments and made it work.
Was there a particular person that embraced you and wanted to support your career immediately?
My first agency, my first and second agency. Yeah, they probably just was like, yo, let's go. And like instantly was just crazy.
And would you say that was probably the beginning of, I don't know, taste of success for you?
Mm-hmm. Taste of freedom in a certain way. That's level 1 of freedom, you know.
And when you say that, do you mean, is it monetary, like financial?
Time. Modeling gives you a lot of time to think and to kind of learn about a lot of things, whether it's yourself,
Really?
whether it's, you just...
Tell me more about that.
So your days are more physical. Your brain's not really doing much. Like you'll be running around doing castings, but you get to the casting and then you're waiting for like 2 hours with nothing to do until you now quickly have like a 2-second interview and leave. And then it's just a load of those, or it's like you might not be doing anything all week and then you've got a big job at the end of the week. So your days are quite empty. You have this like no structure of like, oh, you have to do this and this today. So then you just have a lot of time to like either use it wisely or just like, you know, whatever. But like, I just started to learn about myself a lot. I started to observe a lot of other people too, because I've been meeting so many people from different countries, different cultures, and just like really just picking up on communication skills and just overall just becoming a better me. And then, yeah, that was my kind of first taste of success. That was like, okay, cool. Like there's a whole new world out here.
What did you learn about yourself that you didn't realize through the process of casting and just going through the whole thing?
I'm a genius.
Yeah, I love this.
Literally.
What made you say that? What made you feel that?
Just, there's a lot of books that I started to read and I was like, oh, this is weird that I already thought like this. Now, not knowing I'm not the only one. And I'm just really applying all of that stuff to my life on a times 10 level and just really just going after what I like, whatever I wanted to do. Like my like mantra is like, the world's your oyster. You can do whatever you want to do. Just going out and getting it. So even when it comes to music, and I really decided I want to make music, I was just like, there's nothing else.
Right.
Like, I'm just gonna go get that. And just safe to say, like we're really killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot more coming.
Do you remember the hardest casting that you ever had to do? And you know, it helped build character for you.
In a way, yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, there was one casting that made me wait like 6 hours.
6 hours?
Yeah, made me wait 6 hours. And then I had a show, so I ran it on the show. And then mid-show, like just after the show, they called me back like, yo, can you come back? Like we need to like amend some stuff. We've got the show tomorrow. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I ran back from that show to the casting again or whatever. It was now a fit-in. Was there till like 10 p.m. so like another 4 hours. And then I didn't get the phone call the next day and I was like, nah.
Wait a minute.
You just wasted like 10 hours of my life. Like on principle, I'm like blackballing you. I'm never, yeah, that's it. But that was kind of also like, okay, I know where my limits are. Like, come on.
Boundaries,
yeah,
right?
Boundaries, right. Boundaries are a big thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's important.
Yeah.
What would you say out of all the different castings that you've had or you were a part of, your
Mm.
favorite one that, always puts a smile on your face when you think about it?
Casablanca. That was like a family moment because the designer before he actually started designing, me and him used to go out a lot. He used to always be in the clubs in Paris.
Oh, that's nice.
So then to see him doing what he's doing, and it's like, wow, congrats. And then he just made it work together. Like, he was like, yo, if you need me, I'm here. He's like, of course, I'm coming straight in. And it just felt like, oh, okay, cool, this is real. This is a real connection.
Were you into fashion before becoming a model?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are some people that you just, listen, they know how to dress?
Yeah.
I obviously don't, but
say that.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Good.
But that's something you were into before you were a model, right? So when you look at people, in the modeling fashion world, is there anyone you're just like, they know what they're doing, head to toe? Usually their outfits, their look is always on point.
Yeah, Rocky.
Yeah.
Just I can't miss really.
And Rocky can wear anything. So can Rihanna. Literally, they can wear anything and they make it look incredible.
Literally. It's not about the pieces. It's more about it's the energy.
So is that what makes a look work?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm learning so much right now.
She's loving it. She's like, ooh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really like, oh, let me pick up this piece because I know it's cool. Like a lot of people do that. It's not about that. It's more like, what's your vibe for the day? Like how you feeling? I'm in my shirt phase right now, so I'm wearing a lot of shirts, but not on a business tip. It just looks, in my own way.
It's that's what you're feeling right now.
I'm feeling like I've got responsibilities.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start wearing shirts and keeping it,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not in my streetwear cozy phase right now. I'm not in that.
Can you tell when someone's not comfortable in an outfit where you're just like,
I can tell when people are doing more than they need to be doing.
Got it.
Yeah.
You could tell instantly.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's carbon copies of it. They see someone with the exact same fit that they're wearing, and now they're like,
And not everybody can pull it off. It's so interesting how real that is, though, right? Like you could see someone, different people wearing the same thing, but some can carry it and just some can't.
Yeah, that's
right. It really is an energy thing.
For sure.
I had a chance to interview Tyra Banks a little while ago. And I asked her about smizing. Is smizing a thing in the modeling world for you?
100%. Yeah. It's it's a thing where you just have to fall in love with the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do it with your eyes, like the whole thing?
You have to almost make love with the camera.
Okay, so tell me if I'm okay.
Go run it.
Tell me if I...
Run it.
No? Is this...
Go on, keep going.
No?
You almost got it. Yeah. I'll hold it.
Does it look like
hold it. Now it's the mouth too. It's the mouth. Yes, there you go. Spot on. Bow. Run it.
So how do you smize? Like with your eyes? Is it just all eyes? Is it structured? Give us a look right now. Tyra, be proud of me right now.
It's almost like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just had to. I forgot how it ran.
Yeah, that's not how I look.
No, it was good. You read it.
I don't think I can't see.
For a minute, you looked like you had a blinking problem.
Yeah, it looked like I was struggling.
You made it work. We got there in the end.
Smize. Okay. All right.
Just make love to the camera.
Okay. Let's see. I like it. What's next for you? Is it designing clothes? Is it fashion? Is it creative direction?
There's so much. It's gonna be it's gonna be a long, beautiful journey. But yeah, there's designing. We've already been designing, but there's a whole new lane of designing I'm about to bring into within myself. I've got a streetwear thing going on. But I'm about to tap into some high-end stuff real quick.
What would you say is the biggest difference between high-end and then streetwear, in your opinion? Because somebody can make streetwear look high-end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, it's back to the energy. What would you say is the biggest difference, though? Is it material? Is it the cost of making the pieces?
It's more what goes into making the pieces, for sure. Like, you can make a lot of streetwear from just looking online and quickly getting something. Like, you can have it all done in a week, right? Some of the high-end stuff, for me, that high-end can even be down to just yourself just stitching and making something, some pants or whatever. But I think the main thing is the quality, where the story behind what it is, whether it's because you can get a leather pant that's a streetwear, and you can also get a leather pant from Saint Laurent that's just not streetwear because of how it was made and the history behind the brand. and so on and so forth. But I think high end is just a lot of different factors. So like I was saying, the quality, the story, and how expensive it is too.
Right.
It's definitely the price.
Right. That price point is real.
Price point is different. But yeah, that's kind of the main three things.
Are you able to look at a stitching and know the kind of stitching it is? Are you that deep into it?
I'm not that deep into it.
Not that deep. Okay.
I'm enough to know.
Enough
like,
to
don't
know.
go there, but like, yeah, not like, oh, that's da la la.
Yeah.
Nah.
Do you remember your biggest purchase when you were first getting into fashion and saving up your money and being like, oh, I'm going to go buy this piece of whatever?
Yeah, I think it was some Boris Bajon jeans. Yeah.
Do you still have them?
Yeah, for sure. 100.
Don't ever get rid of them. You
I
got to
can't.
remember when you saved up to get them.
Those are £1,000. I'm never getting
No.
for a pair of jeans. I'm never getting rid of them.
No, you got to keep those forever.
Yeah, 100%. My kids are having them.
Yeah.
I might even get it framed.
You guys are going to wear it.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone's going to wear it. Pass it down. The grandkids, you
Pass
too.
it down.
Everyone's going to wear it.
But you know, it's the quality difference for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy.